Now we're going to take a look into Ableton Live's mixer, how we need to work with it differently in the arrangement view. If you're going to follow along with this, you want to open up the Live Set Vitamins by Jethro. Again, this will be in your projects folder. If you don't have access to those files, this demo song is part of a free download from Ableton Live's site of a package of songs called Demo Songs. Once you've got this loaded, we're going to press our Tab key, and that takes us over immediately to our arrangement view. We're also going to hide the lower detail view, Command Option L or Control Alt L. And here, this is actually the main mixer section here on the right. Let's fold these up by clicking on the triangles here. And if you want to, you can fold them all up by holding down Option on the Mac or Alternate on Windows and click on the triangle. And now we get to see the minimal view of the mixer will be an activate or on-off switch, the solo button, and also the arm for record switch. And this will be available on any audio tracks. So that's the minimal view of the mixer. Let's unfold a track. And now bear in mind that each track can be resized, such as though even when it's unfolded we may not be able to see everything. So be sure and pull it down if you need to work on it. This will become more important as we access other sides of the mixer. Now, so here's our main mixer component section. We see the top three switches again. But this is actually our volume control. It's like a fader. You click and hold, you pull down, you decrease the volume, the number goes down, and so does the little orange bar inside, helping us know that. Again, clicking and holding, moving upwards toward the top of your screen will increase that value, and that'll make it louder. To the right of that, we have a parameter box that controls panning. Currently it says C for center. If you click and hold and pull downward toward the bottom, you're going to move it to the left. As you move it toward the top of your screen, as you're holding with your mouse, you're going to be panning over to the right-hand side. Then below that, we have two boxes, which is the level of this current signal being sent out to auxiliary send A and auxiliary send B. We can see currently we only have two auxiliary sends, and that's why we see only two boxes here. If we add another return track, we see a third box in here and a third return down here. Now currently the returns are visible, so we can see those down here. Now notice also that the I/O section has not yet been revealed. We're going to open that next, and here it opens up to the left. Now again, here you're going to be careful about how much the track width has been set to, because you can't see everything unless the track width is at least at a height of this tall. Okay, so that's the I/O section, inputs, monitoring mode, which outputs there. Let's open up our last section, the delay section, and that opens up to the right. Now notice as we reveal each of these additional sections of the mixer that it starts to squeeze in on the main display of the arrangement view, and that makes it harder to work. So you want to keep these hidden until you're ready to work with them. The delay for sure is something we usually leave set, so that will commonly be hidden. In here, the input output, usually we set that and leave it. So again, you can leave that hidden, and that makes it very minimal. Anytime you definitely want the most screen you can, then go ahead and hide the complete mixer section. Now I'm going to unfold all these tracks again by holding Option or Alt while I click. And you can see now we have a scroll bar over here to the right. That allows us to get to the different tracks and to the different components of the mixer. If you hide your returns, you've got A, B, and C down here. If you hide your returns, then we don't really need the scroll bar anymore to see our main tracks or the main section over here in the arrangement for editing purposes. Okay, so again, just to wrap up again, we have the main mixer section, the activate, solo, arm record buttons, the level of the main volume, the panning, auxiliary send levels here. And one thing also you want to bear in mind is, see these little red boxes here? That's telling us that the automation for these parameters has been set. Now as soon as I moved the value for the panning, that box went gray, telling me that I've changed this value, and so in a way I've asked Ableton Live to temporarily ignore the automation. Now I'm going to zoom in down here at the beginning, click hold, pull downward, and you can see the automation is here, but it's browned out. Now to return to our original settings in the arrangement, we know we can always click here on the Back to the Arrangement button. Then the panning automation becomes active or red again, and we see the colored red box here up in the upper left hand corner. Okay, so that's a quick look at the mixer access and control within the arrangement view.